Marjorie was a relative outsider amongst the kids. I would say Marjorie was more on the edge than in the middle. In any group of kids, you're going to have someone who's more in the center of the social action and others who aren't. Jessica Gaines. Omar Gooding would sometimes turn and walk away from me because his mother had said at the start of the season, "Don't make her upset. She has a job to do, and she is sensitive." Alistair Gillis. Dressing up like a girl or being half naked or stuff like that. At 15, these are not the things I want to stand out for. It was enough to make things uncomfortable, especially the older I got. Josh Morris. Roger loved seeing little boys in dresses. He thought that was hilarious. But the boys didn't like it so much. He'd pick the boy who least wanted to be in a dress and make him wear it. Adam Reed. 5 or 6 of us went down to LA with Roger as kind of a field trip. Roger found out Doug and Matthew had gotten in a fight. It was just Doug being Doug, a bit of a bully. And instead of punishing Doug, Roger said, "Let's go to a women's department store." We all walked in, and Roger said, "Doug, pick your dress. Matthew, pick your dress." And they spent the rest of the afternoon in dresses as a joint punishment. Through that, Matthew and Doug bonded to an extent. They made it through the rest of the trip together, and got along. Alistair Gillis. It was probably 84, 85. It was nothing serious. I wasn't really involved. I wouldn't have worn a dress. Roger Price. People do horrible things to kids and make them wear dresses in real life, too. I went to a German school for boys in Switzerland. It was a nice school. Our Dienstmutti, or service duty mom, used to tell us what to wear, brush our hair, bathe us, scrub us 3 times a day in a tub, make sure we did our homework, and pull down our pants and smack our butts occasionally. She kept a dress, a sort of hideous Heidi outfit for bad boys to wear. If she was displeased with you, you found it on your bed. I found it on my bed a couple of times, but I never wore it. You always promised to be good in the future, and she always relented. Bob Black. Roger's worldview is that kids and old people are the 2 most discriminated against. That's very Roger. Allison Finelli. What shocked my parents most was when I decided to stop doing it and go to medical school. They expected me to go, be there for 3 weeks, freak out, and go back to liberal arts. It was harder on them for me to make the change to become a doctor than it was for me to go into show business. What parents say that now? Michael Morona. I'm so grateful when I see kid actors having stage moms that my parents didn't try to force me into it. Michelle Trachtenberg. That's the difference between having stage parents, not actually having the choice to be on set, and people like me who absolutely loved it. I would hate going back to school because I would always want to be back on set. If anything, I would be too excited to be there and would have to remember to calm down, and to not drink so much cream soda. David Johansen. They were good kids on Pete and Pete, not like your typical asshole kid stars. It was very refreshing. Hardy Rawls. Danny and Michael were incredibly smart kids and knew their scripts. They had to be just as professional as the adults, but also kids on camera, whereas, as an adult actor, I acted like a big kid and got paid for it. Toby Huss. They seemed like little Vikings, those guys. That's how I made that phrase up, actually. Elizabeth Hess. Melissa may punch me in the eye for telling this story, but it is kind of adorable. There was a period of time in the 90s when bustiers were all of a sudden a big deal. Melissa wanted one, and for her 14th or 15th birthday party, I went to this junior's shop and found this cute little bustier. She opened her present from me, and she screamed. She was thrilled and shocked all at the same time. She wanted to kiss me and kill me at the same time. She was so embarrassed and so excited. I think they actually created a storyline from it. Alan Goodman. You know, in one stretch, we did 22 episodes, and I think Melissa asked me for 3 line changes.